Washington, Senate Republicans have decided to include the repeal of the Affordable Care Act's requirement that most people have health insurance into the sprawling tax rewrite, merging the fight over health care with the high-stakes effort to cut taxes. The move to tuck the repeal of the so-called individual mandate into the tax overhaul is an attempt by Republicans to solve two problems: math and politics. Repealing the mandate, a long-standing Republican goal, would save hundreds of billions of dollars over the next decade. That would free up money that could be used to expand middle-class tax cuts or help pay for the overall cost of the bill, which can add no more than $1.5 trillion to the deficit over 10 years. It could also help secure the votes of the most conservative senators, enabling lawmakers to pass the bill along party lines. If it becomes law, the repeal would save more than $300 billion over a decade but result in 13 million fewer Americans being covered by health insurance by the end of that period, according to the Congressional Budget Office. Republicans said on Tuesday that they would use the savings, which stem from reduced government spending to subsidize health coverage, to pay for an expansion of the middle-class tax cuts that lawmakers had proposed. On Tuesday evening, the chairman of the Senate Finance Committee, Orrin G. Hatch, Republican of Utah, was expected to release an amendment that would add the repeal of the mandate to the Senate's tax plan. On the House side, members of the Rules Committee met Tuesday evening, one day earlier than scheduled, to pave the way for a floor vote on Thursday. Democrats said the mandate repeal would underwrite tax cuts for the rich at the expense of people who buy insurance on the individual market. The people this is going to hit are middle-class people that ostensibly this whole bill was supposed to be about helping, said Senator Claire McCaskill, Democrat of Missouri and a member of the Finance Committee. Average health insurance premiums in the individual market would increase by about 10%, but insurance markets would remain stable in almost all parts of the country, the Budget Office found. President Trump has urged his fellow Republicans to repeal the mandate in their tax bill, and in recent days, the idea has gained steam in the Senate Republican Conference as lawmakers try to come up with a plan that can receive at least 50 votes. "We are optimistic that inserting the individual mandate repeal would be helpful," said Senator Mitch McConnell, Republican of Kentucky and the Majority Leader. But the move risks reigniting the contentious debate over health care that Republicans found themselves mired in for much of the year. Previous efforts to dismantle the Affordable Care Act have failed, leaving Republicans with little legislative success to show for their congressional majority. "This is turning a tax bill into a health care bill, with our colleagues getting an hour's worth of notice," said Senator Ron Wyden of Oregon, the top Democrat on the Finance Committee. In a letter on Tuesday, groups representing doctors, hospitals and insurers urged congressional leaders to keep the individual mandate in place.